What does neuroscience reveal about moral decisions? Imagine your brain as a busy city with many neighborhoods working together to decide what's right and wrong. Neuroscience helps us understand how these different areas influence our moral choices. When we face a moral dilemma, our brain doesn't just pick a side. It activates a network of regions that process emotions, thoughts, and social understanding. One key area is the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, or VMPFC. This part helps us feel empathy and judge fairness. It works closely with the amygdala, which is like the brain's emotional alarm system, reacting quickly to feelings of harm or injustice. When we see someone hurt or unfairly treated, these areas light up, guiding our immediate moral reactions. Another important region is the temporoparietal junction, or TPJ. This part helps us understand what others are thinking and feeling. It's like putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, which is essential for judging whether their actions are morally right or wrong based on their intentions. The medial prefrontal cortex also plays a role here, helping us interpret social cues and beliefs, adding depth to our moral judgments. The dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, or DLPFC, is involved in more thoughtful reasoning. When a moral situation is complex or abstract, this region kicks in to weigh the pros and cons, often overriding initial emotional reactions. This dual process, quick emotional responses and slower rational thinking, shapes how we make moral choices. Neuroscience also shows that moral decisions are influenced by our ability to understand others' intentions through the theory of mind system. The TPJ and medial prefrontal cortex work together to interpret why someone acted a certain way, which affects how responsible we see them. Recognizing emotions like disgust or fear involves the insula and amygdala, signaling social violations or threats that influence our moral judgments. All these brain regions work together to form what we call moral values. They show that our sense of right and wrong isn't just a matter of logic or feelings alone. Instead, it's a mix of emotional reactions, social understanding, and rational thought. This explains why different people might judge the same situation differently, depending on which brain systems are more active. Knowing how our brains handle moral decisions can help us in many ways. It can improve how we teach ethics, resolve conflicts, or understand why some neurological conditions affect moral behavior. When parts of the brain involved in emotion or reasoning are damaged, it can change how someone perceives morality and justice. In the end, neuroscience reveals that moral choices are a dance between feelings and thoughts, guided by specific brain networks. Our moral values are shaped by this complex interplay, helping us navigate social life with fairness, empathy, and responsibility.